What's up, guys? Today we're coming at you with the Odd Odds budget deck profile. So let's jump into the deck profile and let's see what we're coming at you with. We're running 3 of our Odd Odds Art Pendulum Dragon. Odd Odds Art Pendulum is one of our key starters for the deck. We want to get him on board as fast as possible. That way we can get those Odd Odds monsters destroyed and start getting those special summons. We're also running 3 of the original OG Odd Odds Pendulum Dragon. This guy's just good for helping you to get the low level monsters you need in the hand at the end phase. Also too, if you leave him in the pin scale, he's just good for just making sure you minimize the damage for your pendulum monsters. He's all around good for just making sure you get that extra burn or beat damage for your opponent. We're also running 2 of the Odd Odds Phantom Dragon. This is another good beat stick. It's also another level 7 that helps out with the Odd Odds plays. That way you can keep generating plays and keep plussing on your board as much as possible. We're running 3 of the Odd Odds Persona Dragon. Odd Odds Persona is just good for making them rank 5 monsters. Also too, it helps to put a lock on the extra deck monsters too. Whenever you got them in the monster zone, if your opponent wants to activate one of the monster zone effects, make sure you chain this to it. Just put a stop to it right then and there. We're also running 2 of the Odd Odds Mirage Dragon. It's another good high scale, and on top of that, it's also another Odd Odds name that if you need to search out, you know, if you want to make sure that you use your Art Pendulum for a level 7, you can use this as a backup high scale. So those are things I like a lot to help the deck just keep generating advantage. We're also running 1 of the Odd Odds Lancer. This can help you set up your board so that they're unbreakable. It's a little soft unbreak, but still, if they want to destroy your Odd Odds monster by battle or card effect, you can always destroy the Odd Odds card or send one from your hand, and that way you can just keep your board the way you want it to be looking. We're also still running the Supreme King package. We're running 3 Dark Worm and 2 of the Scale Zero. And this is because Supreme King Dark Worm is just all around good. He's just, if he's in the graveyard, he's going to be coming out regardless. You know, like I said before, if he's in the graveyard, do not try to strike it. If you do strike it, it's going to go to the, if it's in the graveyard and you strike it, it's just going to come out either way. So just don't do that. Just let them come on out and just let them get that advantage, and then hopefully break their scales if you're running against the deck. But a very good card to help you get very many pluses for the deck. We're also running the 3 Chronograph Sorcerer and the 1 Time Gazer, because this right here helps to get easy monsters on board. Chronograph Sorcerer, if their monster or card is destroyed, you can special summon him, special summon another monster beside of it. On top of that, if your Time Gazer's out there, you can help you get an extra little advantage just on the board and just keep plussing from there. We're also running the 1 Zanky Magician. This is just to help to get into our Raging Dragon and just get that quick OTK. And lastly, for the monsters, we're running 1 Noble Dragon Magician because it can help us to get into our synchro plays and help get extra monsters on board. Like I said, going that Meteor Burst can help out with a lot of plays and just, you know, generate major insane boards. But that is it for our monsters. For our spell cards, we're running 2 Allure of Darkness. Allure of Darkness just to help us draw through the deck, get to the resources that we need, and just plus from there. We're running 1 Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial just to make sure we get that Dark Worm in the graveyard, to help to get to the Noble Dragon Magician, just get it in the graveyard where we can start getting our plays going from there. We're running 2 Summoner Arc. Summoner Arc, I like running it too because I want to be able to make sure that I see that Odd Odds Art Pendulum Dragon. A lot of people don't like to run it too, but I like to run it too because that's the reason why I want it in there. I don't run it at 3 for that reason, but at 2 it seems to be a happy medium for me. I also run 2 Duelist Alliance. Duelist Alliance is just going to make sure that you're not going to see it too much, but if you see it, you're going to be able to see it, get the play off the way you want to, get the search that you need, and just keep your pluses from there. We're running 3 of the Spiral Flame Strike. This is one of the best, you know, searchers that you can have in the deck because it's going to help you get all your level 7 Odd Odds monsters searched out of the deck. Also, too, if you have an Odd Odds card on the field, it's also like a mini Fisher or Smashing Ground or a Also like a Twin Twister or something like that, or MST, something like that, that can destroy the cards that you don't want on the field, that can be problematic to you. We're also running 2 Terraform because we want to make sure that we see that field spell as fast as possible. We want to see it so we can start getting the pluses that we want. And the field spell we want to see, we want to make sure we get the Sky Iris on board as fast as possible. Sky Iris is going to make sure a lot of the plays pop off the way we want to. It's also going to be able to make sure we get the odd odds cards that we need in the hand as fast as possible. And lastly, for the main deck, we're running 1 Odd Odds Fusion. Odd Odds Fusion just to make sure that we can just get a monster on board as fast as possible. If your opponent has more cards than us over there, just go ahead and get this over there. Get that Vortex out there and just say, all right, we'll sit on for a minute. We're gonna have to hold stall for a minute. But that is it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we're running 1 Odd Odds Vortex Dragon. 1 Odd Odds Vortex Dragon is all you need to be able to get this on board. You're gonna have your Odd Odds Art Pendulum Dragon that can reborn it out of the graveyard, things like that. So you get that one on board, you're gonna get that negated. If it gets destroyed or you want to use it for Odd Odds Absolute, you're gonna still be able to reborn it back. We're running 1 Odd Odds Meteor Burst. Odd Odds Meteor Burst is good for getting them extra scale numbers that you need to be able to pull a Odd Odds monster out of your pendulum scale, special summon it to the field, and that can help you go into a lot of your rank 7 plays that can help you get to some major crazy boards. We're also running 1 Odd Odds Absolute. Odd Odds Absolute is a good monster reborn for the Odd Odds. Also, 2, the fact that it has the Utopia-esque effect to make sure that they negate the attack. Special summon Odd Odds can be very good for your board state. Also, 2, if he's sent from the field to the grave, to make sure that you're getting another little Odd Odds from the extra deck onto the field, so that helps you out a lot. We're running 1 Odd Odds Raging just to make sure we get that good quick OTK. You can summon this just with using 2 dragon monsters, but you want to make sure you get the effect with Zanky. That way you can go into destroy your opponent's board and just lay the major damage on them. We're running 1 Big Eye because you want to snatch steal your opponent's monster over there. If they get a little too crazy over there, like I said, go into a quick rank 7 play, get the Big Eye out there, steal that big crazy monster they can put on the board, and just, beat them over the head with it, right in the biscuit. We're also running 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal. There are going to be times where you get your opponent to an iffy situation where you can make them pay life points out, and then that way you can just get an easy, quick game. We're also running 1 number 42 Galaxy Tomahawk. This is the best budget card for this deck because it helps the deck go into some really good plays and helps the deck to plus in ways that if you don't have Electrum, it can help you get many monsters on board very fast so you can go into some really insane combo plays. We're also running number 39 Utopia Beyond. Utopia Beyond helps to get the quick OTK, drop all your opponent's monsters down to 0. If you got this guy in Odd Odds Pendulum Dragon out there, you're going to have 8k on board right there off the bat. We're also running number 61 Volcasaurus just because, like I said, we got the level 5 Odd Odds cards in there. We might as well use them to our advantage. Go ahead and burn our opponent and then swing hard after that. We're also running 1 Underclock Taker. Underclock Taker helps us to make sure we can, like I said, we get our Odd Odds Pendulum Dragon underneath it. We end up targeting Odd Odds Pendulum Dragon, targeting our opponent's monster, dropping its attack points down by 25, and then helping Odd Odds Pendulum to get that major damage in to put our opponent in some real iffy situations. We're also running 2 Proxy Dragon. Proxy Dragon can help the deck out in its co-links, but also too the fact that it can help from keeping monsters from being destroyed. It's very useful for either by battle or card effect. It's very useful for us setting up our boards. We're running 1 Quillfort Genius. Quillfort Genius is the main card that you want to use when it comes to your Galaxy Tomahawk. This card, like I said, this is your alternative to your Electrum. This is going to be able to help you get those free pointers pointing down. Also, too, you're going to be able to easily go into a Proxy Dragon, and that's going to leave you 3 spots to be easily able to pendulum summon out if you need to be. Because like I said, you're going to end up usually having 5 monsters on board in just the monster zones on top of your Tomahawk that's in the extra deck spot. So like I said, you're going to be able to get this on board and still have plenty of monsters that you can still link with and get many plays with. We're also running one Tri-Gate Wizard, just because Tri-Gate is just an easy negator, because you can have your 2 proxies and a underclock taker pointing above it. Like I said, check out the combo video or the test hand video. That way you can see the test hand combos that you want to do to help to get that set up. But that can help you get very good advantage over your opponent and, you know, keep many plays from happening against you. And lastly, for the extra deck, we're running one Deco Talker, because Deco Talker can be very big. Also too, if your opponent wants to decide to get a little crazy over there and say, you know what, we're going to target that monster, you can just tribute off one of your odd eyes that's pointed that's underneath it and just, you know, pendulum summon it back next turn. But that is it for the deck profile, guys. We hope you liked the budget version of the odd eyes. Also too, if you haven't checked it out, check out the channel. Make sure that you check the test hands for the budget version. But we thank you guys for all your support. We're out.